It's 9 a.m. Thank you so much for staying on the AM show. I'm Bernice Abubedu-Lansa. Today, we are going to be discussing the next graphic business Stanbic Bank Breakfast Meeting, and it's on a very interesting subject matter. But let me introduce my guests. Charles Benoni Okine, to my immediate left, is Assistant Editor at Graphic Business, and Kojo Labi is Comms Manager for Stanbic Bank. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you.
Oh, you're looking good.
Thank you.
Are you feeling good as you look?
We knew how to look good in order to be
Great. So, you do this all the time, focusing on the most topical issues in the country. The last time I had you here, the big question was, what's the purpose for all of this? And you were very frank in telling us about the need to create policy, drive conversation, and help in policy formulation. But tell us about this particular breakfast meeting and why you chose the topic that you did.
See, I took a deep breath, and thank you very much for it, the opportunity. I guess as we speak now, if you speak to 10 Ghanaians, the most critical things that you would pick out of 9 of them will be the issue of the value they have for their money. In other words, the economy. Again, it will dovetail into the bigger conversation around debt and the current situation that we all know we are facing. So we chose the domestic debt program, exchange program, and lessons as in how we invest. For the simple reason that deep into the conversation are issues around how government itself, the people of Ghana, and virtually everybody who is part of this economy has been part of a problem that has been created, or how do we get out of here, where we all play a part in the conversation. So we chose this because we've never found it necessary to do things that are not topical, because you want people to be part and parcel of the conversations you're having, and you want that to be part of the conversations that would influence policy. And that's how come this time we focus on domestic debt, the exchange program.
And from your perspective, what exactly is the reason?
Like you said, you see, after the financial sector cleanup, there was a lot of misgivings about the whole exercise, and then that affected the perceptions people have about investments.
Right.
People were very averse to it. This has also happened, and it's creating a lot of what do you call it? What should I say?
Apathy.
Yes, so people don't want to really invest. They are not very sure about where they have to invest their funds. And we don't need to create that kind of thing within an economy. If you read our paper today, Dr. Sedo was saying that in spite of all these things that are happening, T-bills and bonds are the safest that we still have. Is that something that the public would want to hear? No.
Is it something they will trust?
Yes. So that's why we've assembled experts to come and explain to us what the real issues are and to restore confidence in people.
Let me just remind our audience about the topic for the breakfast meeting: domestic debt exchange, lessons and implications for how you invest. And this is the first this year. We're doing this year. For 2023. So just let us know. I know, as always, you get the best to digest the issues, but run us through the people who will be speaking and why it is important that we hear from them.
Okay, so this time we have as our chairperson, Ms. Abena Amwa is the chairperson of the managing director of Ghana Stock Exchange. She will chair the event. And then we have Reverend Daniel Ogbami Tete as another speaker. You speak on one perspective, that what is the role of investments in the national development agenda. And then we have one from academia, Professor Ebo Texin, who also speak on triggers for the DDEP and then the lessons. And then we have Dr. Daniel Sedo, who will talk about what is the future of investments in Ghana, among others.
Interesting. So how do we become a part of all this?
Well, Joy definitely would be part of the conversation. So when you say we, I'm sure you mean the viewers and listening public. And then on both the graphic social media handles and Stanbic social media handles would also be broadcasting. And then we believe that by joining with your conversations, your comments and so on.
But what if I want to be there? I mean, want to experience it. Is there a way around it?
Fact of the matter is, it's a limited conversation, in quotes, in the sense that the space will be limited. But it's a hybrid event where we have some select people be invited, and then the general public can join us virtually. Yes.
Yeah, and graphic business will also be streaming it, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll be streaming it live. Like you said, on all our social media platforms.
And if people have questions, will they be answered in real time? Because sometimes people just don't want to be spectators. They want to be involved. They have questions. There's a lady who calls our station almost every day to inquire about when the individual bondholders who did not sign on to the program are going to be paid. And it tells you the level of desperation. People have questions they want answers to. And every time she calls, she can't speak English. So she actually says, hello, mommy. And surprisingly, I'm the one who always answers the call. So it's like, monka brofo, but monka tree, but, you know, and then she's concerned. So will our questions be answered in, is it interactive enough?
So that I don't over-promise. I believe that if they send them ahead of time, it makes it much easier. Okay. Then we have a stock of questions that we know must be addressed, and they'll be tackled. Okay,
so you can get onto Facebook page, find Stanbic Ghana, find Graphic Business, and leave your questions there. You can send them a message, and I'm sure that they would include that in the questions they have to their guests. You just saw the people there who are well versed in the matters that are going to be discussed on the day. So when are we going to have this date, time, venue, Mr. Benoni?
So it's on Tuesday, 21st, 8 a.m. It's a breakfast show, so it's 8 a.m. We start 10, we are done. It's just a 2-hour thing at Labadi Beach Hotel.
Okay. From 8 to 10 a.m. Yes. So it will be live on this channel as well, so you can make
So those who come in early, around 7, they'll have time to have their breakfast before the event starts at 8 o'clock.
Right, okay. And this is on the 21st of March, so just keep that locked there. I'm sure you will get some answers, especially for those of you who still have hope and want to invest. You will be given pointers and know where exactly to invest. But wrap-up comments?
Comments? On the notes where you said for those who have hope. Remember, hope must spring eternal. We should all have hope. The society will bounce back. If you followed a few of the points that Charles made, treasury bill rates are down. Interestingly, we are waiting to see it being translated in the Bank of Ghana policy rate and a few more. And I'm sure we would all see the effect of what we have gone through.
So it's not all gloomy?
No. Sometimes we need a shot in the arm. It could be with water, or it could be with some other kind of IV. Definitely, we've had a shock. I'm sure Ghana, being Ghana, will bounce back, and we are on the way to bounce back.
Yeah, my last word is say that it's not a hopeless situation. I mean, it's tough times as we all find ourselves in, but we know with the experts coming to tell us where to really invest, I'm sure they will restore confidence in the economy.
So you know where to be or what to watch on the 21st, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. is the Graphic Business Stanbic Bank Breakfast Meeting. It's on domestic debt exchange lessons and implications for how you invest. It reminds me of an interesting conversation we had about investments when this happened. But I'm sure you will learn something. You will, be shown what to do so that you can also protect yourself even amidst the chaos. You're still watching the AM show. Thank you, gentlemen, for passing through. Kojo Labi is Manager Comms, Stanbic Bank, and Mr. Charles Benoni Olkine is Assistant Editor for Graphic Business. You're still watching the AM show. I have a conversation on a special program by the Alliance for Women in Media Africa. You don't want to miss that. Do stay.
Who are those ones?